It's me Vivek Salise and we are learning machine learning basics. In today's video, we will be discussing about ordinal encoding. We know we have to deal with categorical variables whenever working with data sets of different kinds. But we are well aware the inability of computers and the algorithms to understand strings and process it. So we need to find a way to encode these strings to numerical variables that computer can understand. But before that, let's understand what is categorical variables. Categorical variables are variables that contain label values rather than numerical value. We have discussed, we have done a few of the tasks regarding numerical variables. So, for example, for categorical variables or pet variables with the value dog and cat. So, dog and cat are categorical variables because it contains label rather than the numerical values. And similarly, the color variables with the values red, green, and blue. So it contains strings, which is label and it's not a numerical. So there is also example of place variable with the values first, second, and third. So if we look closely to the types of categorical variables, we can categorize it into three types. First is ordinal, nominal, and binary. So what is ordinal? Ordinal variables are those categorical variables that has the rank, so which can be ordered like first, second, and third. We know the first is greater than the second and second is greater than third. Similarly, bachelor, masters, and phd, there is a level or the ranking. But in nominal categorical variables, there is no ranking, like male, females, and others. There is no which is greater, which is smaller. Similarly, like for red, green, and blue, there is nothing like reading which is the greater one. And we all know about binary variables, which is only two classes like dog and cat, cancer, non-cancers, male, female. So um, uh, let me finish about the binary. In the upcoming slides, I have mentioned it about it. So in the figure, it is clearly mentioned what is nominal and ordinal. So nominal has no ranking like pen, pencil, eraser, dog, cat, and cow. But ordinal has a ranking like excellent, good, bad, fantastic, okay, and don't like. So ordinal has ranking, nominal has no ranking. So how to handle them? Since ML algorithm doesn't understand numerical value, we need to convert this categorical units to numerical way. So we have measures how to do that. And for nominal, we have already discussed about one-hot encoding. It was mentioned in the first video, I guess, and you can check it out about the one-hot encoding. I have briefly described about it. And for binary, we just have to simply replace two classes as a 0 and 1. Like in male, female, we can replace it with 0 and 1. Like cat and dog, we can simply replace with 0 and 1. And that's it. But for ordinal, we'll learn about it in these videos. For the ordinal encoding, since it has ranking, so we have to rank them. In ordinal encoding, we give unique category value to each unique level. Like for red, it is given 1, green 2, and blue 3. So this example, red, green, and blue, isn't the perfect ordinal encoding examples. Like first we have for first, second, and third. For first, we can give 1, green to 2, blue is 3. There is this is called ordinal encoding or an integer encoding, easily reversible. After integer variable starting at 0 is used. That means we can start with 0 and end with the number of variables minus 1 for three variable for three categories 0, 1, and 2. So what are the methods to do ordinal encoding? We can do it manually or we can use scikit-learn, and there is another library called category encoder. We'll also discuss about it. So let's dive into the code. So I have opened the Jupyter notebook file and imported this pandas, and from scikit-learn preprocessing I have imported ordinal encoding, and for manipulation, for simple calculation, I have imported numpy and the as array. And I have created a dummy data sets like cost in size 50, 35, 75, 40 to 50, 71, and there is categorical variable size which has values like large, small, extra large, medium, large, and another extra large. So we create a data frame, and if we look this is a simple pandas data frame with the cost and size as the variable. So I have discussed, I have mentioned we can do it manually or using scikit-learn, and there is another library called category encoder. We'll also discuss about it. So what I did is for manually I created df underscore man and copied this df as using df.copy, and what I did is encoded for every unique category like a large, small, extra large, and medium. I have given ranking like for small I have given 0, medium 1, large 2, and for extra large I have given 3. And what I did is just replaced this variables large, small, extra large, and medium with the encoded one. And doing this what I got is I have done for large since I have labeled is at 2 and extra large 3. So what it got is it got replaced. And what we can do is now and since we have encoded it we can just drop it df underscore man dot drop size and axis is 1. I haven't used the inflation is called 1 just to show you. So cost and encoded size, this is the one. Now we all have the numerical variable only, so we can easily feed it to the new machine learning algorithms. So there is another way to do this, and that is using the scikit-learn library. I have already imported from scikit-learn preprocessing imported ordinal encoder. What we can do it instantiate it using encoder is called to ordinal encoder. What I did is just like here I have copied the original data frame as a df underscore ski is called to df.copy, and I have fitted encoded the df size like encoder that fit as array from in numpy I have imported as array. This converts to array and receives into -1 that is make to one dimensional array. Df underscore size that receive I again received it make a one dimensional array. And what I did is df score underscore size encode is equal to encoded that transform as array, and this what it does is again that transform it to like to make a variables or a one column in pandas data frame. And what I did it same like here it also got replaced with for large it got 1, small 3, extra large 0, medium 2, large 1, and extra large. So there is no understanding of for large is greater than small and extra large is greater than 1. It just does it automatically. So I have a proof to show that the scikit-learn library ordinal encoder doesn't understand the ranking. And there is another popular library which is one uses for categorical encoder, like from import category encoder as see. If you haven't installed it, you can just simply pip install it, p3 install category encoders. Since I have already installed it, I don't need to install it manually. And what I did is just copied the original data frame, and what I did is see that ordinal encoder I instantiated it, and which I have to do the size column, this size column and this size column, and mapping is for this we have to do the manual mapping. So what I did is I used this same mapping. So column is called to size and mapping is the size encoded. This one I used the same manually scripted mapping, and after that I transform it and I got the result, and this is the result, that is cost and size. So you can do it So I am in the scikit-learn library ordinal encoder. I have a query either it understand these variables large, small, extra large, and do as per the ranking. Does it understand the category? And I asked ChatGPT about this, and does ordinal encoder understand the category? The answer was amazing. No, the ordinal encoder in scikit-learn doesn't inheritedly understand the categories or the order of the categories in the category variables. It simply assigns numerical labels to the in categories based on their position in the input data. So from this we can get an idea that the ordinal encoders of the scikit-learn doesn't understand the category that you have fed it into, and what it does just as per the position of the category it just rank it. But there is another popular way to so if we want to manually map it using the ordinal encoder, we can also use that. So for that it is better to look at the documentation and learn how to do that. But I have just used imported it in fitted into it. So this is the this is how you do ordinal encoding in when doing any data preprocessing. So I hope you understand, and in the next video I'll bring a new video on probably machine learning or another important topic if I have missed regarding the data preprocessing. So before that, try it and learn more about it. Happy machine learning. Thank you. See you in the next video.